Don't expect everyone to be kind to you just because you have a good heart and you wish them well and you would never intentionally hurt someone. Doesn't mean that's how the world works, you know? So I think I believe most people get disappointed simply because they know that whatever hurtful thing this person did to them, they never in a million years would have done it to that person. So then they get disappointed, they get heartbroken because, oh my god, I thought she was my friend, I thought she really cared for me, blah blah blah. Never expect kindness from people, even though sadly that's how the world should be. We should be kind to one another, but just don't expect kindness from people. You're gonna get heartbroken. Don't expect people to care for you. Don't expect people to love you as you are. It's crazy out here, because basically if we now live in a world where brothers can kill themselves over things that are so dumb, pointless, useless, these are blood brothers, how much more friends, how much more strangers, how much more co-workers, you know? And the thing is, I encourage you to be close to your family, especially if you're privileged to have good people in your family, because we all know just because we're blood doesn't really mean we're blood, you know? But if you're actually blessed to have good, kind-hearted people in your family, keep them close. If you know that whatever issues that are separating you and your family from having that good bond is something that can really be squashed if they should die today, you know, you always hear people say, oh, if I'd known those were gonna be her last words, I would have said sorry, I would have you know. Don't begin to regret. Fix whatever needs to be fixed right now and hold your family close. And that's something I really, really admire about the Kardashians, because call them whatever it is you want to call them toxic, call them this, call them that, they choose family. Like, you're out the moment you mess with any, you're out. You're not blood, you're out. Like, that's how it should be, because people don't hold their family close anymore, you know. It gives, when you're close to your family, it saves you from a lot of toxic people outside. Because imagine maybe having a sister or brother, you know, your brother is your best friend, you just him everything, you tell your mom stuff, you tell your aunt stuff, you know. It just makes you feel like you have your own tiny little community, like your own clan, where you know you're safe mentally, spiritually, in every way possible. So if you're actually not on good terms with your family right now, try to fix it, because it saves you from a whole lot of toxic people outside. Like, and one thing I've realized is that you wouldn't know how well trained you are until you mix with other individuals outside and you begin to thank God. Like, God, thank you for the home training I have. Because sometimes, you know, you'll be feeling like, maybe I'm spoiled, maybe I'm losing my home training. But when you mix with some humans outside, you're going to thank God that, thank God I'm from where I'm from. Because some people are really, really toxic. And when I really look at it, it stems from their own upbringing. Not even because they chose to be toxic. I don't think people, yes, there are people that choose to be toxic, you know, self-centered, all that narcissistic stuff, but some people are actually raised to be toxic because they were in a toxic environment, and not everyone was conscious enough to want to end that generational cycle of toxicity, right? So I say that to say this: part of why you probably still get disappointed by people's actions, not just boyfriends, girlfriends, I'm talking friends, like close friends or work friends, whatever it is because you expect the kindness that you have in your heart to be reciprocated to you. And yes, it should be, but sadly this world is just going somewhere else. I don't really know, but it's not always the case. So don't be naive. Don't be, what's a synonym now? Just don't be naive. Don't be like, oh, just because I gave this person this amount of money when they were broke, they're gonna come through for me. You know, when I see people say, oh, if it was me, I know you would do the same. Who said? But who actually said? Don't trip. People will shock you. humans will shock you. as in something that would just your jaw will drop and you'll be the one to help yourself to close your mouth. So it's like, just don't expect anything. And I know these days people are calling it detachment style. I'm unbothered, I don't care, I don't give an F, whatever it is. But I think I agree with the term detachment, because I, like, right now, speaking for myself, I'm at the point in my life where I can be friends with someone today, and tomorrow if they show me a side of them, blah blah blah, in my brain, like, the friendship is deleted, like, just like that. I don't need to block your number, I don't need to rant or go off on you. Like, it's just, the friendship is just deleted in my mind, because I don't, like, there's no time, you know. Even like and it's so bad, because even with my family, as much as, yes, I encourage people to be close to their families, let's be honest, sometimes family members can be very toxic. I'm the type of person that there might be a kind of level of hurt in which it would cause me that I would just be done. The moment I say I'm done, like, I'm done. I don't care if it's a friend, a partner, family. But you see, that's where being Christian comes in, because the amount of times I've been done with one or two people in my family and Jesus will be like, okay, you don't want to forgive, but you want me to forgive you. I'm like, oh God, you know. So we always have to try to forgive, but it's hard, but it's worth it, because, like I said in the beginning of this video, I sincerely dislike when people say, oh, if I had known that yesterday was going to be her last day on earth, I would have said this to her, I would have said I loved her, I would have said I'm sorry, I would have taken the blame, even if I know that it wasn't my fault. Take the blame now, do it now, you know. Just when people hurt you, you just have to have thick skin, you know, because this world, no one is really gonna feel sorry for you. Everyone is busy with their lives, everyone is busy trying not to be depressed, trying to be happy, make money, have kids, get married. Like, there's so much going on in the world right now. So if you can just not let the toxic things people do get to you so badly, your life will be a million times better. And another thing I think, or I believe, that would help you not to get so disappointed when people hurt you is speak your mind instantly, or the moment you're comfortable. Now, for instance, if maybe you're somewhere at work or in school, wherever you are, and someone does something to you that makes you very uncomfortable, or that pisses you off, or that really hurts your feelings, speak up. You know, maybe someone's trying to bully you, and I say bully because bullying doesn't just happen in high school or uni. It still happens even in the workplace, which is crazy to me. But if someone tries to do anything of that nature to you, speak up. If someone is being mean to you, call them out. Like, are they going to beat you? Like, and even they're going to beat you, you beat back. I don't encourage violence, but self-defense is always necessary, you know. So learn to speak up, because the thing is, most people will get hurt and stay quiet. I don't understand. Are you Jesus? They're hurting you and you're staying quiet. You're not fighting for yourself, you're not speaking up for yourself, you're not confronting them. Even if you don't want to be confrontational, have a conversation, a mature adult conversation of, this is how you made me feel. I felt really disrespected. I have never disrespected you in any way, shape or form, and I would appreciate going forward if that would never repeat itself again. You can clearly define your boundaries calmly. You don't need to show us that you are crazy, like you get crazed for head, do you know who I am, break bottle. No, you can literally just have a conversation, you know. That's afterwards. That's assuming if you're not the type of person who would like to talk on the spot, which I understand, because me, for instance, if I'm really upset, I'd rather just be quiet so that I don't say something that I'll have to apologize for later. You know, I'd like to be quiet, retrace my steps, my thoughts, blah blah blah, and then when I want to say something, I know what I'm going to say is going to be guided, you know. So if you know you don't want to speak up on the spot, make sure you speak up eventually, but don't let it take too long, like 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. That's just no, you know. But if someone does something you do not like, speak up and treat it right there and then, because sometimes people just want to walk all over you. It's not like they actually, you just want to bully you or anything. Some people just want to feel like, oh, let me know my boundaries with this babe, you know. And then when you clearly define your boundaries, they would never do it again. So don't expect the world to be kind. Don't expect the world to love you. I mean, it's everywhere, even on, I don't know what YouTube is becoming now, but this is, I see some YouTube comment section so toxic, so like someone is wearing this thing like, oh, she's ugly, she's this, she's that. That is so not nice, you know. And I'm a firm believer of, if you don't have anything to say, if you don't have anything nice to say nothing at all. I understand that yes, every once in a while we must have all made that one mean comment, but not like it should be your personality, like a repetitive situation. That's just wrong, you know. So it's crazy. Twitter is a different ballgame. We don't even call Twitter, because Twitter is just all in all toxic. I'm not even active on Twitter, but Instagram these days, that those Instagram people, like, they're coming to YouTube, comment sections can be wild, you know. You can even make an innocent comment on a post and people begin to reply you with the wrong perspective, like, what do you mean by that? You shouldn't say that, that's very disrespectful, and you're like, that's not even what I meant. So if comment sections can show you a scope of how people are mentally, how much more real life, you know. So don't be that timid person that's gonna let everyone walk all over you, but at the same time, don't be naive enough to think that because you're a good person, because you're nice, like Nigerians will say, my hands are clean, my hands are clean, so problem will not come to you. That's not always the case, right? Just know that sometimes we don't always get what we give, but always know that everything you give, you will get it back in one shape or form. Whatever you sow, you will reap, you understand? So still sow kindness, still be kind, still be the loving, caring person that you are, but don't flip out, don't end your life, don't be depressed, try to commit suicide, anything, just because people are negative and horrible and toxic. Okay, there are always going to be people like that, and the good news is that there are always going to be people like you that's also good and kind. So focus your energy on those people, on us. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you next week.